What's up everybody, welcome to a new video, and today we will take a look on KAS because this coin right now is looking really good, and there is, in my opinion, pretty high probability that this coin is ready for a takeout. So if you are interested about the exact setup that I'm currently watching here, and if you are interested about the exact price that I think this coin is gonna hit, then definitely watch this video till the end. But before that, I would like to invite you to my Discord trading group, where I am sharing everyday crypto analysis on Bitcoin and other altcoins that I'm currently watching. So if you want to copy my exact trades, or if you want to just follow my analysis, you can join to this group, and link to join is in the description or in the comments. Let's start today on the 4-hour chart. If you watched my previous analysis on this coin, you know that I informed you about this resistance area, which was between level 0.1840 and 0.182. And you can see there was a perfect breakout with a perfect support confirmation here. So if you, for example, opened a long position like right here after a support confirmation, then according to my last setup, your stop loss should be placed like under this previous resistance, and the last take profit target, well, we will talk about it later in this video. But don't worry if you didn't manage to get into that long position like right here, because you can see we are almost testing the current all-time high, which is on the level 0.1980, and if there will be a breakout, we will get into a price discovery phase, which means that historically we don't have here any important support or resistances, which means that for the price it shouldn't be that big of a deal to do a huge pump. With a trade like this, in which you are speculating for a new all-time high, it's really hard to tell what will be the good take profit target, because as I said, historically we don't have here any liquidity, which means that we don't have here any important resistances under which we can place our stop losses. So the, let's say, best case scenario, or like best possible way that you can trade this, is based on the risk reward ratio. So if you, for example, opened a long position right there with a stop loss like under this resistance area, then for example with a trade like this, I would speculate for risk reward ratio around like 10. Which means that in this scenario, your last take profit target will be on the level 0.2165. But this potential trade is having really small stop loss, so the last take profit target is actually not that big. But let's now take a look on the exact potential trade that you take. You can see that the current high, if we are let's say counting the 4-hour chart, I mean the level where this candle closed, is on the level approximately 0.1942. So I will be waiting here for a breakout and then support confirmation, and if this condition is met, you can open here a long trade. The stop loss, well, that's pretty hard to tell, because of course best case scenario will be probably like under this previous resistance, which will give you a potential stop loss around like 6.56%, which I think is kinda safe in this case. And then your last take profit target, again with a trade like this, I would aim for risk reward ratio around 10, something like that, which means that your last take profit target should be around the level 0.322. Of course, in a trade like this, it is really important to take multiple take profit targets. So this is definitely won't be your final risk reward ratio, but if you are taking multiple take profit targets, then you can manage your position properly. So for example, you will take some of the profits under 0.21, then you will move your stop loss to entry or to a break even, so you can turn your profitable position into loss. Then for example, under 0.23, 25, 27, and then you will save some back to the last take profit target. So in the end, from the risk reward ratio like 10.14, the risk reward ratio will be like 7.5, something like that, maybe 7, depend on how big profits you will take on each take profit level. And yeah, this is in my opinion still a really wonderful setup. And the last potential entry that I am currently watching on this coin will be in case of another retest of this previous resistance area. But in this case, I want to see a liquidity grab, which means that I want to see here something like this, liquidity grab under and then a support confirmation. And if this condition is met, again, this will be really good opportunity to open here that long trade. Stop loss in this case you need to place under the low that we will create during the fake out. So let's assume the let's say stop loss will be around like 2% of the net market, because definitely if we will do here, for example, something like this, then the setup is of course invalid, because the last TP we simply cannot place it that high. And your last take profit targets, again, I would aim for risk reward ratio around 10, something like that. Or if you want, and yeah, this is really good setup, you can aim for example for like 0.3 as we are doing in the previous scenario. But with a trade like this, prices, there is pretty high chance of getting liquidated because yeah, the risk reward ratio is simply 31.65. So even if you will take multiple take profit targets, the risk reward ratio will be absolutely amazing. So yeah, this is another potential trade that you can currently take here. And if you, for example, want to know about all the altcoins that I'm currently watching, and if you want to know about the exact setups that I'm currently watching, definitely don't forget to join my Discord trading group where I am sharing those analysis every single day, and link to join is in the description or in the comments. So let's now summarize it. In the long time perspective, there is no doubt that this coin is in the heavy bullish uptrend, and this setup is, in my opinion, looking really bullish. And as I said, I'm watching here like two scenarios in which I will be considering to open here a long trade. The first one will be after breakout and then support confirmation of the current all-time high, in which you are placing the stop loss under this previous resistance, and the second option will be in case of a liquidity grab under this previous low, which means also under this previous resistance, and then after a support confirmation, you are placing the stop loss under the low that we will create during the fake out. In my opinion, both of these setups are really great. Definitely keep an eye on them. And as I said, if you want to know about all the setups that I'm watching on the whole altcoin market, definitely don't forget to join my Discord trading group. But yeah, this will be all from me for today. Thanks again for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.